Most people think that discipline is about being tough or having the crazy ability to suffer more than everybody else. But that's not discipline. In fact, that's just unnecessary hardship. And it's a road that often leads to burnout rather than growth. True discipline, according to Stoic philosophy, is not about willpower or pushing through pain. It's about making the right choices so automatic that it almost feels effortless. It's about designing your life in such a way that doing the hard thing becomes easier than giving in to temptation. When you think about discipline this way, you realize that it's not some magical trait you're born with, but rather a skill you can develop just like any other. Imagine waking up every day and effortlessly making choices that align with your goals. No more battling against yourself. No more feeling guilty for not staying on track. This is the power of discipline when you learn to master it. If that resonates with you, if you're ready to stop making excuses and start making real consistent progress, then you're in the right place. And if you want to dive deeper into these ideas and apply them to your life, please subscribe. By subscribing, you're taking the first step in transforming your habits, your mindset, and your future. Strategy 1. Let's reframe discipline as a system, not a trait. Discipline is often misunderstood. We struggle with it because we approach it from the wrong angle. Too many people believe that discipline is something you either have or you don't, as if it's a personality trait you're born with. But that's not discipline. It's a misconception that holds us back. You've probably made promises to yourself to be more disciplined, only to fall back into old habits when things get tough. That battle between intention and action leaves you feeling like a failure. But here's the truth, discipline isn't about willpower or forcing yourself to suffer. It's about creating systems that make the right choices easier than the wrong ones. It's about setting up your life so that success feels almost inevitable. The Stoics saw discipline not as daily wrestling, but as living with intention and design. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. This is the core of Stoic discipline: control your environment, habits, and thoughts to make success the path of least resistance. Real discipline starts with your environment. We rely too much on willpower, which is finite, instead of designing surroundings that support our goals. If you want to eat healthier, remove junk food from the house entirely, so temptation isn't even an option. Want to exercise regularly? Lay out your gym clothes the night before and schedule workouts like appointments. Reduce friction, and discipline becomes far easier. The Stoics knew true discipline isn't about enduring discomfort, it's about making the right thing the easiest option. Epictetus taught that it's not events, but our reactions that matter. By shaping your environment to support the right reactions, you align behavior with long-term goals naturally. Discipline also requires the right mindset. Stop telling yourself you're not disciplined. That's a damaging myth. Discipline is a skill that improves with practice. Build routines that save mental energy. Once habits are in place, choices become automatic. Results reinforce the system, and discipline shifts from battle to natural living. Start today, identify friction points in your environment and eliminate them. Make right choices easier, and discipline will flow naturally. Strategy 2. Eliminate the temptation, don't fight it. Discipline isn't about constantly fighting urges and distractions. That's unsustainable because willpower is finite, it drains throughout the day. The Stoics knew this. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastery comes from controlling your environment, not battling impulses. Instead of resisting temptation, eliminate it altogether. Don't keep chips in the pantry if you're trying to eat healthier, remove them completely. Don't rely on willpower to ignore your phone, put it in another room, silence notifications. By removing triggers beforehand, you win half the battle without effort. This isn't weakness, it's intelligence. You're controlling what you can, your surroundings, so the need for willpower shrinks. Success becomes the natural choice. When you've succeeded in the past, it was likely because systems made staying on track easy, not because you fought every temptation. Prepare workout clothes ahead, prep meals, these remove last-minute decisions. Align mind and environment, and discipline requires no constant struggle. Make success the path of least resistance. Remove temptations, and right decisions become almost automatic. You work with your nature, not against it. Discipline emerges naturally from the environment you've designed. Next time temptation arises, ask, how can I remove it entirely? Change your surroundings so success is obvious. Discipline will feel effortless, and lasting change will follow. Strategy 3. Start small and build momentum. Discipline doesn't have to feel like torture or extreme sacrifice. Trying to overhaul everything at once leads to burnout. Instead, start small and stack consistent wins. Small steps build sustainable momentum, big leaps overwhelm. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Growth requires challenge, but not overwhelming trials. Begin with tiny, manageable actions. Want to exercise? Start with a 10-minute walk daily. Want to read more? Begin with 1 page. These small wins create momentum. Soon 10 minutes becomes 20, 1 page becomes a chapter. Each victory fuels the next, building confidence and capacity. Celebrate small achievements, they reinforce belief in bigger ones. Discipline becomes second nature through steady progress, not forced perfection. Break any overwhelming goal into the smallest doable step. Show up daily, that consistency builds true discipline. Over time, small actions compound into transformation. What one tiny action can you take today? Focus on that first step. Small, consistent efforts turn into big achievements without pain. Strategy 4. Set systems to replace bad habits. Lasting discipline isn't about fighting bad habits, it's about replacing them with better ones. Constant resistance drains willpower and leads nowhere. The Stoics redirected energy. Instead of, "How do I stop this?" they asked, "What can I do instead?" Shift focus to positive alternatives. Late-night TV? Replace with reading or journaling. Junk food craving? Grab a prepared healthy snack. Each replacement builds a system supporting your goals. Over time, better choices feel natural. Carl Jung said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." Choose actions consciously, without internal conflict. This creates freedom and sustainability. Identify one bad habit. Ask, what can I do instead? Start small, walk instead of strict workouts, then add more. Progress, not perfection. Replacing habits also shifts mindset, you gain, not lose. Discipline aligns with your values and flows effortlessly from systems you've built. Next temptation, don't say no, choose a better alternative. Small replacements compound into major results, and discipline becomes effortless. Strategy 5. Make discipline easier than laziness. Laziness often stems from environments that make it easy and discipline hard. Flip that, make discipline the path of least resistance. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Remove barriers so right choices require minimal effort. Place fruit visibly, hide junk. Schedule workouts as non-negotiable appointments. Clear distractions before work. When good habits are simplest, discipline happens naturally. Consistency thrives when effort is low. Design surroundings to encourage desired behavior. Discipline becomes who you are, not something you force. Progress, not perfection. Small improvements in systems lead to sustained motivation. Make discipline the obvious choice, and long-term success follows without struggle. What can you change today to make discipline easier than laziness? Remove obstacles, and discipline will feel effortless. Strategy 6. Consistency is the key to mastery. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. Perfection is impossible, motivation fades. Consistency bridges intention and lasting results. Seneca reminded us we waste much of life, not because time is short, but because we lack steady use of it. Show up daily, even when boring or hard. Real progress compounds from small, repeated actions. Miss a day? Get back on track tomorrow. Quitting is the only failure. Build systems that don't rely on motivation. Prep food, schedule workouts, keep actions tiny and sustainable. Consistency becomes habit, then second nature. Each day you show up builds self-trust. Results compound, discipline strengthens. Stop chasing perfection, commit to showing up. The secret to mastery is daily progress, however small. Consistency turns discipline into a way of life. Keep going, your best self is built one consistent step at a time. If you're ready to continue this journey, check out one of the videos on the screen. Thank you for being part of Stoic Journal. Keep showing up, the best version of you is already on the way.